scores. Top spot in the Cricket World Cup for them in this group. They will indeed play the fourth team in Group A. It is an 8-wicket win and a very comprehensive one by India against Ireland at Hamilton today. Hello and welcome to ESPN Cricket for Match Point. This is our post-match show. I am Ronak Kapoor, still in the company of Ajit Agarkar. And Mr. Agarkar, that looked very easy for India.
It always seemed to be. I mean, once they didn't get a total which was going to challenge India on a placid pitch, in the kind of form Indian batsmen are at the moment and the sort of attack that Ireland have, it was not going to take long if they didn't get early wickets. And Shikhar and Rohit made sure that it was a cakewalk.
Is it a concern when it starts getting too easy before the knockouts?
No, I don't think so. I think it's the amount of confidence that the players are carrying at the moment, which is what India wants, or MS Dhoni really wants. And they batted properly. It wasn't as if they went out thinking, oh, it's a easy-ish total, so we'll just get going. Saw the first couple of overs, realized the bowling is pretty average. Nothing's happening off the pitch, and from then on, almost showed what a difference in class there is between the two teams. With Rohit and Shikhar both batting as freely as they've ever batted, so didn't look in any sort of trouble. It looked far too easy for an international game.
Yeah, well, it was just that we almost got bored as to how one-sided it became towards the end. But India are looking good, and that's good signs if you're an Indian fan. Take a look at what happened today at Seddon Park in Hamilton. These kind of games tend to give you records more than they give you excitement, but records are exciting in itself. And Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma with 174 have registered the highest opening partnership for India in Cricket World Cups. So that's 260 for 2, convincingly beating Ireland, who were bowled out for 259, courtesy Mohammad Shami and R. Ashwin's performances with the ball. Porterfield and O'Brien amongst the runs, but 259 never enough against this Indian batting lineup. And like I just mentioned, Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan will make their little name in Indian cricket's World Cup history. They go past Ajay Jadeja and Sachin Tendulkar, who made 163 in Kenya at Cuttack in the 96 World Cup. Tendulkar features a number of times, played a number of World Cups, but this 174 is the highest opening partnership for India in Cricket World Cups. Nice opening partnership. Jadeja and Tendulkar might be surprising, but Sehwag, Tendulkar, no surprises there. What makes Rohit and Shikhar a complementary or a good opening partnership, Ajit?
Well, they're both good players. They can play sort of fast bowling well, play spin well, and don't really waste time at the top of the innings. Rohit perhaps takes a little bit, is a bit more watchful with the new white ball than Shikhar is. But Shikhar, everything that's in his sort of region, very strong, especially through the offside, is quite brutal and puts a lot of pressure. They run well between wickets. Obviously, now that they've been opening together for a while, the understanding's a lot better, and almost feed off each other's game. It's not as if one guy only wants to rotate and the other guy is the dasher. They almost change roles at different times, and it's very hard for bowlers to bowl to two guys when a bowler knows that any given point they can hit you for a boundary or a six. And when it happens from both ends, it becomes very difficult. And you could see, Ireland with that sort of bowling lineup was never going to challenge two guys who are in good form, which became, after a point, it was almost as if they had to decide where to hit the ball, and they could easily do it. Some really good shots played. It's always nice to go and get runs, even though the attack's probably not the best that you're facing. You still have to go out there and get the runs, which both of them did.
Better looking player for you?
Look, Rohit obviously is a lot more pleasing to the eye, but Shikhar, being a left-hander, has some, it's not the worst player to look at.
Sure.
He's probably hits the ball a bit harder. It feels like he hits the ball harder than Rohit, but Rohit almost all just feels like he's timing the ball, but hits it a fair way. So it's difficult to choose because there are some batsmen who are scratchy and not as elegant, but not the case with both these guys.
Yeah, let's look at Shikhar Dhawan and the way he got his runs today. Second 100 for the World Cup for him. I said at the beginning that he's gone a little quiet after getting those two big scores against Pakistan Pakistan and South Africa. But plenty of runs through the leg side for Dhawan. Jonathan Trott was with me, Ajit, for the Ireland Zim game, and he mentioned that Zimbabwe's batsmen getting runs through the leg side almost indicates a lack of pace, which allows batsmen to go that way. Is that something Dhawan probably took advantage of?
He probably had a few pull shots in there of short of length balls, which he almost created because of the lack of pace. And the bowling was not the quickest. Every time they pitched it a little bit sort of short of length, there's always a gap over that short mid-wicket fielder where he targeted. Probably shows you why there are a lot more runs scored in that mid-wicket area. He's generally quite strong, square on the offside. Anything with a little bit of width or which is pitched up, he's quite strong on it. But today, maybe the lack of pace in the pitch. A lot of